Hey everybody, welcome to Ask Susan Live, your transformational, motivational moment for creatives, for seekers, for people who are willing to do the work. Now, when I say do the work, there's so much out there that says buy this, read this, do this, 6 lessons or less, whatever that is. Take this, drop this, pop this. Well, the truth is, what if it wasn't about the exterior at all? What if it wasn't about add this, add this, add this? It was about starting to practice doing the work. And that's what congruent living is actually all about. It's about being in harmony with everything you be and do. And yes, it takes practice. So the question that, just picking up my notes here, the question that came in this week from Tanya was, what do you do when you don't feel connected to yourself anymore? I totally get that. There's so much inundation, demand, challenges, media onslaught, that you actually have to practice. How are you going to be with you? Because most of us were brought up in an, I would say, embodiment of not being in the question, of buying this reality is true and real. And so there's so much now that's so juicy, that's out here, this huge buffet of here's a question, I wonder what I could discover here. I wonder what I could discover about myself. We always say it starts with you. You are enough. I am enough. I am enough. When you start to appreciate yourself, when you start to say, well, I do have choice today. How you start your day is how your day begins. I'm going to reconnect today with what brings me joy. Are you willing to make that demand of yourself? When we lose connection with ourselves, more than not, it's because we bought somebody else's reality as real and true. Somebody else's way of thinking, somebody else's way of doing. It's like, again, this onslaught of constant shift, constant change without doing the work. So I'm going to ask of you this week to take out your journaling, to get present, really present, with these kinds of questions. Now, when I wrote Breaking Free, your unique path to fearless living, just reaching down for it again, for those of you who haven't got it yet. Each chapter is based on reflection. So there's a reading, there's information, and then I'm ask you to do the work. It's about really being reflective. Now, reflection is not about going down a rabbit hole. It offers a gentle guide, an invitation to find the stillness within. Listen to the whispers of awareness and become fully present in the moment, letting go of distractions or worries. Perhaps practicing breathing, asking yourself, what does true connection feel like to me? Again, it's not like, oh, do this and you'll feel connected, or it's easy. No, it's not. Sorry. It takes practice. It takes gut honesty. It takes the desire for you to tap in, not tap out. And ask yourself, what does true connection feel like for me? So thank you so much, Tanya, for this question. For everyone listening now and in the future, take a moment and just write down, what does true connection feel like for me? Now, it could be a myriad choices. Pick the one that brings you joy. Right? Be present with that. What activities or practices bring me back to myself? Now, for those of you who've been with me for a while, we've been with Ask Susan for about 10 years in different variations, and I'm asking questions about, so is this really creating the presence that it was being demanded of me when this began, when we went through COVID, when people were at home? And truly, what part about this brings me joy and you joy with the activities of doing the inner work. So listen to the answers that arise within you. That's what I'm doing for myself as well. Next, a few more questions. How do I currently feel about myself and my life? Because if you feel like you're not connected to you anymore, it's not about buying something or eating something or drinking something or taking the next new course or whatever that is. It's about doing the work, asking yourself, how do I currently feel about myself and my life right now? Second question, what activities or habits have contributed to my sense of disconnection? What has contributed? When you wake up in the morning, do you flip through and forget, oh, I was going to look for meditation and now I'm reading the gossip on Google or TikTok or watching my niece on Instagram or whatever that is, and all of a sudden 20 minutes, 30 minutes have gone. Like, how much has this reality created that sense of disconnection by constantly contributing to you not being willing to focus? Third question, what does bring me joy and fulfillment, even in small moments? I was just interviewed by, rolling up my sleeves again, by Holistic Bliss magazine, and we got into a conversation about connection. And what we talked about was it's those little things that make the difference in your life. I often say you're the pebble who pops into the water pond and creates the ripples. Well, those ripples start from you. So whether it's ironing a shirt, does that bring you joy, that small moment? What is it in the small moments? I love finding gifts for people. That brings me joy. It creates a ripple. That creates a ripple, that creates a ripple. And I know that just being present with that brings me joy. That's a small moment. All those small moments add up to what we call a life. It doesn't, we're sold in this reality. It has to be seismic. You have to have a 6-figure this or a blah, 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 or up level or ascend. This is your life. This is your choice. Are you willing to do the work? To connect back to what brings you joy? Next question, what steps can I take to prioritize self-care and rekindle my inner connection? What is it that you really enjoyed? I know for myself, I'm going to delve back into painting. I was, when I've been traveling and I said, oh, I miss that. I miss that focused time of just me and paint. I wonder what that could look like. Without the gallery thing, without the competition, without the slides, taking slides or whatever it is, just for me. So what is it that is just for you that you put to the side that actually rekindles your connection to you? And the last question, how can I cultivate a greater sense of presence and mindfulness in my daily life? And that's what we play with Congruent Living. How can I cultivate a greater sense of presence and mindfulness in my daily life? Now, I really encourage you to get intimate with your journal and really play with these questions. And come back to me. Come back here, whether you're watching this on our YouTube channel or on our Congruent Living Facebook, and let me know what pops for you, what changed for you, what did you become aware of? Because that's what this is all about. Right? What are you focusing on amidst this sense of disconnection? It's a choice. Right? It's a choice. What am I choosing? I'm choosing to make the most. Didn't disconnect my phone. That's a choice. I'm choosing. What if you start your day with, this is what I'm choosing. I'm choosing this today. I'm choosing. So by consciously directing your attention on focus, growth, and renewal, you're going to shift your perspective from I feel totally disconnected and open yourself up to you. Perhaps the you you've been putting aside, perhaps the you you've been desiring to be, whatever that is for you. And as we journey together through this exploration, I encourage you to integrate the insights and wisdoms that arise. Again, as I'm saying, pop them in the comment section below. You can always contact me, direct message me if you want to further this conversation. Let's continue to learn from each other as we navigate this shared path, because we're on this path together. I just noticed this is a little bit crooked. Nobody does this alone, right? Don't buy that crap as true and real. No, we're all connected. So if you're feeling disconnected from who you be and what you're trying to create in the world, there are so many other people as well. So what if you create the change that's being asked by starting your day with, I'm choosing this today. I'm choosing to connect to what brings me joy, and dig deep. And because the thing is, once you start creating a habit, all those other habits of picking up your phone and spending time on all the crap will slowly dissipate as you step into the joy of connecting to you and what brings you joy, and with appreciation, with love, with heart-centered focus. So let me know what pops for you. If you're watching this now, any questions coming in? I don't see any. If you're watching this later, hashtag replay, and really truly let me know what's popping for you. Big shifts are changing, big shifts are happening. We're into a huge, starting from the universe and coming right in, shift and change, and presence and awareness are being asked of you. So wherever you feel disconnected from you, take action. Okay, take action. Once you've identified the areas where you feel disconnected and you start to practice, and I encourage you to do that, these questions, and start playing with what resonates with you. Again, start small. Incorporate moments of self-care, mindfulness into your daily routine, whether it's taking a walk in nature, practicing yoga, indulging in something that you used to love to play with. Prioritize your self-care. That nourishes your connection, your soul, back to you. So once again, thank you for joining me on this live Ask Susan. Remember, your connection with yourself is a precious gift. It's a precious gift, one that deserves to be nurtured and cherished. You first, right? You first. Your choice, your joy, you first. As you continue on your journey of rediscovery, may you find solace in the knowledge that you are never, ever alone. We're all connected. So you're shifting, you're changing, you finding your joy, that ripple, it's going to ripple out into the universe as well. Until next time, stay connected, live boldly, love greatly, and be that fearless leader you came here to be. Because the world needs more of you living in your joy, not less. I'm looking forward to your comments. Bye-bye.